we have arrived too late. There is no pulse.
So, gentlemen, you have attained your end.
Holmes. I do believe you've been staring at that these 20 minutes.
16 and 1.5 minutes.
Strand postmark. Yeah. Dispatched at 12 minutes past 9. Please await me. Terrible misfortune. Right wing. 3/4 missing. Indispensable tomorrow. Overton.
Yes, Mr. Overton was evidently considerably excited when he sent it.
That would account for the rather incoherent nature of the message, I suppose.
Yes, well, its sender will be here shortly, I dare say, and then all will doubtless be explained.
Holmes, am I to take it you're puzzled by this telegram?
Yes, I should value your opinion, Watson, as always. Even the most insignificant problem is welcome in these stagnant days.
It is true that things have been very slow with us.
Yes, well, I daily expect the appearance of a new and baffling case, hence the Times, Watson, which I would be grateful that you should let me read.
You know I dread these periods of inactivity, Holmes.
My syringe lies empty and undisturbed in its case, Doctor, for which release I thank you once again.
It is about pigeons.
What?
Or, more properly, a pigeon. The telegram.
You amaze me.
Right wing, 3/4 missing. A bird of some kind, clearly.
How a pigeon?
Oh, it's not really so very complicated, Holmes. I took particular account of the telegram's Strand postmark, and of the fact that the missing wing is indispensable tomorrow, Saturday. Now, the Strand leads to Charing Cross Station. The South Eastern Railway, I believe, runs trains with special provision for the release of racing pigeons. And if you let me the Times an instant... Yes, there is just such a competition tomorrow, my dear Watson. Mr. Overton is the trainer of a champion racing pigeon, and some rival has attempted to cheat him of tomorrow's prize by clipping the right wing of his best competitor.
I am full of admiration.
They are but your own methods, Holmes.
Ah, well, we shall know all about our pigeon now, I suspect. Yes, a young gentleman in a state of some excitement. Mr. Overton, in all probability. And the possessor of a physique, I am sorry to say, Watson, which suggests a rather more athletic pursuit than bird racing.
I don't suppose there is a typical shape for a pigeon trainer.
Yes, but 16 stone, or thereabouts, of solid bone and muscle, not to speak of hands as a Smithfield market porter, my dear fellow, he would crush a racing pigeon in an instant.
Oh, Mr. Sherlock Holmes?
And my friend Dr. John Watson.
I've already been down to Scotland Yard about all this, Mr. Holmes, but Inspector Stanley Hopkins advised me to come to you.
Well, Hopkins,
Pray, sit down.
It's awful, gentlemen, quite awful. I wonder my hair isn't grey with it. Godfrey Staunton's simply the linchpin of the whole team. I'd willingly lose 2 from the pack rather than Godfrey from the 3/4 line. Willingly. Passing, tackling, ruck, maul, nobody to touch him. And then he's got the head, you see, as well. He can hold us all together. What am I to do? That's what I ask you, Mr. Holmes. Well, of course I have the reserves, but Morehouse is really a half, no judgment. And he can't sprint for nuts. Oh, yes, you'd say. He has a fine pace kick.
It's not
But
surely
the
like
Oxford Flyers can romp round him. And as for Stevenson, well...
Well?
Godfrey?
Is that you, Stephen?
Yes, it's me.
The door's open, you know. What is it you want, Cyril?
Oh, you know, just seeing that the team are... Good heavens, Godfrey, are you feeling all right?
Quite. Yes, quite all right. A headache, that's all.
Godfrey. And this morning his room was empty. His bed...
after you left him last night.
No, he was what you'd call a rough-looking chap.
By what right do you presume to trifle with a gentleman's private papers?
I am a
a private detective.
Oh, you are. You and who instructed you?
I did, sir. To explain the disappearance of my friend, Mr. Staunton.
And who are you, sir?
I am Cyril Overton.
Then it is you who sent me a telegram.
You are Lord Knight James?
I had come as quickly as the Bayswater omnibus would bring me. So, you have hired a detective? And all these hangers-on with him, have you?
Excuse me, gentlemen.
This gentleman is Mr. Holmes's colleague, Dr. John Watson.
Are you prepared to meet the cost of this inquiry?
My friend Godfrey, if he is found, will be...
And if he's never found him?
In that case, his family will...
Nothing of the sort, sir! Don't you look to me for a penny! I may be all the family that young man has got, but I tell you, sir, and you, Mr. Detective, that I will not be responsible. No, sir!
I quite understand your position, sir, but I must advise you that your nephew, poor man as he is, has been kidnapped, as I suspect.
That's ridiculous. No criminal in his senses.
3 hours. Started at 6. Now, back again. That would suggest a drive. 10, 12 miles. Now, the map. There must be nearly 50 villages within a radius of 12 miles.
Some farmsteads and isolated cottages and...
We have been bested by a fine team. However, our own style of play has...
Then is it your opinion, sir, that the unfortunate absence of Godfrey Staunton is wholly to blame?
The want of a crack international such as Godfrey Staunton was certainly felt.
Again, lack of coordination in the three-quarter line and their weakness both in attack and defence more than neutralised the efforts of Cambridge's heavy and hard-working pack.
It's been a blank day for all of us. I have covered some considerable ground, and several villages have each proved disappointing. But we shall change that.
There's a telegram for me. I opened it. Asked for a copy from Jeremy Dixon, Trinity College. Does Overton never send a straightforward telegram?
Oh, it's clear enough. An answer to my question this morning. Just send round a note to Trinity.
Holmes, if Staunton was kidnapped for a betting school, there can now be no further reason to detain him. I mean, since the match is lost.
Well, we shall know better tomorrow. Early to bed, Watson, for it will be an eventful day. Fine morning, Watson.
Yeah. Dear heavens, Holmes.
Oh, no, my dear fellow. Your concern is most flattering, but there is really no cause for alarm. The syringe is not an instrument of evil, not on this occasion.
Why are you prepared?
The deed is done, Watson. The syringe is the key which will unlock our mystery.
If you have not been drugging yourself, I hope at least that you have not administered that devilish substance to her.
I advise you to eat a good breakfast. I propose to get upon Dr. Armstrong's trail today. I will not stop for food or rest until I run him to his burrow.
In that case, we'd best carry our breakfast with us. I do not see Armstrong, Watson. No. I have a boot full of water. I spotted him in a carriage. Shoulders bowed, his head sunk on his hands. Watson, he was the very image of distress. Though I fear there's some dark ending to our quest. Well, cannot be long before we know it. Come, Pompey. So, this is the end of our journey. No doubt of it. We'll see what our friend Hewitt Turner carried while Armstrong was inside. It is a secluded spot, Holmes, and an ideal one for hiding the man. We wouldn't have found it without Pompey here. Now, stay, Pompey. Good boy, good boy. There may be nobody inside. Our efforts will go for nothing. Dear goodness, Holmes. What on earth was it? Armstrong is coming back. Quick, Watson. Upstairs, as fast as you can. This door.
Doctor.
We're too late. There is no pulse.
close. Yes, ma'am. It's too late.
There is nothing I can do. I'm so sorry. Mr. Staunton.
There are no words that break such grief. Easy. But you have many friends and so gentlemen, you have attained your end.
She is dead, Oscar. Your colleagues have arrived too late.
Colleagues, I think we are a little cross purposes.
You have chosen a particularly delicate profession. Had we arrived a little earlier, I would not have been present. But if I were a younger man, I can assure you that your monstrous conduct would not have threatened impunity.
They have done all they could, Armstrong. You yourself could not have said.
We have each some light to shed upon this miserable affair, Dr. Osborne. If you could step downstairs.
Mr. Staunton.
Go. I want only to be with her.
Well, gentlemen,
When a man is lost, Doctor, it is my duty to ascertain his fate.
and doubtless you are to be paid handsomely for it.
I wish you to understand that I am not, as you seem to believe, employed by Lord Mount James.
No?
No, my sympathies in this matter are entirely against that nobleman. We have been seeking Mr. Godfrey Staunton. He is found, and there, as far as I'm concerned, the matter ends.
After all, what is he to you?